Underneath your cooker here, we've got your main shut-off gas valves. We also have your main RCD, so if you ever had a trip on site, this is where you would come to rectify it. Any mains socket in the van like this here, or 240 socket, will only work when you're plugged into the mains. That's your mains cable outside, or your orange cable. Underneath your table, your water pump is just here in this compartment. To shut your heating back down, you simply just turn this knob back to the 0. It then shuts down and goes through its cool down sequence. You'll hear the fan running for a few minutes afterwards. Coming back to your fridge after just a short time, as you can see it's already down at minus 18.1. Nice and cold in the freezer box there, and I'm just going to turn the fridge off by pressing and holding the off button now. You of course won't be, because you'll be using the fridge. We're also going to bring the thermometer over to our hot water and see how we're getting on with that as well. So hot tap back on. You can already see the steam coming off the back of the tap there. Nice hot water coming out your tap. Already up to 28 degrees, 35, raising nicely, 40 degrees, 50 degrees so far, still raising up, 60 degrees hot water, raising nicely. Again, just been on for a short time. As you can see, it's already just some nice hot water coming out of there. Almost at its full potential of 70 degrees. We can turn that off now as well. We also want to turn off the boiler. Again, it's purely because I'm not using it. The next thing we're going to talk about is battery maintenance. Now, battery maintenance is very important. This means hooking up your van for, I would say, at least 24 hours every week to keep that habitation battery topped up, and also starting and giving your van a drive once a week for about 20 minutes, just to allow that engine battery to keep topped up. These are two separate batteries that you want to keep topped up. We're now going to show you how to winterise your van, and I would probably suggest doing this after every trip. Some people decide just to do it after their winter trips, but in my opinion, you don't want stale water sitting in tanks. So the first thing we do when winterising our van is we come to the control panel and we turn the pump off. Once the pump's in off position, we come to each individual tap, find the centre of the tap and open it. It's going to release the pressure out of that tap. The same throughout the van, so find the centre and open it, find the centre and open it. I always like to drop the shower down into the shower tray, just to allow any residual water to run out of there as well. We also press and hold the flush on the toilet for a few seconds, just to allow any residual water left in that system to drip out of there as well. And once you've done that, you can drain off your bigger tanks. Your bigger tanks being, you've got your boiler and we've got your fresh water drain. So I'm just going to move the table a minute so that I can show you the fresh water drain. Fresh water drain is this blue tap at the back here. So you want to be turning the tap in line with the pipes. Turning it over to open up that drain valve, like so. We then have your boiler drain, which is this yellow tap just under here. We've shown you earlier on in the video. That's going to drain the boiler down. We're going to go outside now and show you these two drains. Fresh water drain's just at the front here, and then we've got our boiler drain just back here. So two tanks draining down, and then finally we've got your wastewater drain, which, if you can remember, at the back corner here on the driver's side. Waste tank, open position. Once you've drained all your tanks, it's always a good idea to give your van a wee drive. That's going to allow any residual water to slush about and escape from these points. Also, make sure you close off your gas bottle before travelling, close all windows before travelling, and open all your blinds. Your vent cover can also go back on. The next thing we're going to do is show you how to make up this lower bed here. So the first thing we need to do is lift the table off. So we lift it up at the front and hook it off at the back, like so. It then drops onto the runners. We then fold our table leg by pushing the button in and turning the leg down like so. Drops onto the floor. We have a table extension here. Okay, this is located inside your cupboard, and this slides into the front of here. Giving you a table extension there. Then slide these sections out here and here, and then we can fill in with the cushions. Then look something like this, with your two fill-in cushions and then your base cushions there. You can also use these extensions for extra seating, along with your extension for your table.